What if I told you that in some U.S. detention centers, inmates are earning less than $1 a day for their labor, while the private corporations housing them are pulling in billions? This isn't fiction. It's the system working exactly as designed. Welcome to The Unholy Truth, where we break down what's really going on behind the headlines. Today, we're exposing how private prisons and detention contractors are turning incarceration into big business, and why it should concern every single taxpayer. Over 100,000 people are held in privately run prisons in the U.S., operated by companies like CoreCivic and GEO Group. These aren't public institutions. They're Wall Street-backed corporations with one goal: profit. They're paid per prisoner per day. To boost profits, they slash costs, slash staff, and do everything they can to keep the cells full. Think of it as Airbnb for incarceration, but with no refunds and a lot more concrete. Inside, inmates are put to work: kitchens, janitorial services, even manufacturing, for as little as 23 cents an hour. In immigration detention centers, the story gets darker. Take Luis, for example, an immigrant in a GEO Group facility. He cleaned bathrooms 8 hours a day for just $1, while the facility billed the U.S. government hundreds of dollars per day. The profit margin is staggering. In another facility, detained women said they were forced to clean mold-covered showers without gloves or masks, or risk losing meals, phone calls, even hygiene items. One said, "If you don't work, they punish you. It's not a choice, it's survival." Human rights expert Cynthia Suhu summed it up: when corporations control prisons, justice becomes a line item. After 2016, private prison stocks skyrocketed, riding waves of tough-on-crime and strict immigration enforcement. Contracts often include occupancy quotas, meaning the government pays whether cells are full or not. That's not justice. That's guaranteed income at a human cost. The United Nations has called this system a form of modern slavery. Thanks to the 13th Amendment loophole, forced labor is legal in U.S. prisons. Companies say they're saving taxpayers money. Critics say they're profiting by keeping people locked up longer with fewer protections. Now compare this to Norway, Sweden, and Finland, where prisons are run by the government, not by corporations. There, prisons are focused on rehabilitation, not punishment. Inmates live in dorm-style housing, have access to job training, and prepare to re-enter society. The result? Norway's recidivism rate is around 20%. In the US, it's as high as 80%. Turns out, treating people like people works better than treating them like inventory. Right now, civil rights groups are suing some of the biggest private prison companies. They argue that forcing inmates to work for little or no pay under threat of punishment, just to boost corporate profits, violates basic human rights, and possibly even the Constitution. But wait, there's a twist. Thanks to a little line in the 13th Amendment, slavery is banned except as punishment for a crime. And guess what? That's the legal loophole these corporations rely on, and they're spending millions to protect it. In fact, CoreCivic and GEO Group, two of the biggest players, spent millions lobbying Congress just last year. Private prison industry has dumped over $25 million into lobbying in recent years. Remember, their entire business model depends on keeping people behind bars and working. This isn't just about criminals. Many people in private prisons are awaiting trial or held for immigration reasons, not convicted at all. Meanwhile, you, the taxpayer, foot the bill, while CEOs cash in. So ask yourself, should incarceration be profitable? Or is that a line we should never cross? If this made you uncomfortable, good. That's the point. This isn't about being soft on crime. It's about being honest about corruption. Comment below if you think it's time for change. Like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss next week's exposé: the student loan forgiveness trap and the billion-dollar business built to keep you in debt.